Be prepared. You may not realize it, but you've just stepped into one of the most mentally charged days of the entire year. And the truth is, if you ignore this energy, if you scroll past it, delay it, or treat it like just another astrology update, tomorrow may already be too late. This isn't one of those feel-good, take-it-or-leave-it cosmic events. This is a rare mental alignment that opens for a brief moment and then slams shut. Something extraordinary is happening, not just above your head, but inside your mind. Mercury has just met Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. That's not fluff. That's a conjunction of two of the sharpest mental forces in the sky, and they're not just passing each other by, they're merging. A cosmic door has opened. And here's the twist. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't knock politely. It swings open and expects you to step through it with full presence. If you're not aware, you'll miss the realization that could change everything. That's not a scare tactic, it's a fact. This energy doesn't give you weeks to prepare. It's like lightning, it flashes, it hits, and if you're aligned, it can electrify your vision, but if you're distracted, you'll miss the download that was meant only for you. Right now, you might be feeling it already. A rush of thoughts, sudden clarity, a strange pressure behind your eyes, an urge to write something down, say something bold, or solve something that's been stuck for weeks. That's not your imagination. That's Mercury, the planet of thoughts and words, being lit up by Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and expansion. But here's the trick. Jupiter doesn't just amplify wisdom, it amplifies whatever you're focused on. So if you're caught in confusion, fear, or drama today, that energy expands too. That's why some people will spiral into mental chaos, and others will stumble upon the exact idea, message, or conversation that shifts the trajectory of their entire life. The difference between the two isn't luck, it's awareness. This moment is what I call a genius portal. Not because it makes you smarter, but because it shows you what your real mind is capable of, without noise, fear, or clutter. The ones who use it wisely, they don't chase thoughts, they organize them. They write, they plan, they speak their vision clearly, without apology. They move with direction, not distraction. So if you're watching this, you were meant to hear it. The universe doesn't play games when it sends alignment like this. It shows up in subtle ways, like landing you on this exact video. And if you feel something in your chest or stomach right now, that's not nerves. That's your inner intelligence waking up. This is not a passive moment. This is a mirror. And it's showing you the power of your own mind when it's unchained from fear. The portals that lead to your next level don't come through ease. They come through mental challenge, and today you've got the exact energy to break through it. But you only get what you're ready to see. So I'll ask you now, are you using your energy to expand or to overthink? Are you speaking your truth or hiding from it? Are you writing the next chapter or rereading the old one in your head? You are not behind, you are not late, you are right on time. This conjunction is rare. Mercury only meets Jupiter in Gemini like this once in a long while. And in their home sign. This isn't just a cosmic coincidence, it's a green light, and what you do in the next 24 hours could set the tone for the next 6 months. Don't waste it. If this already feels like it's waking something up in you, drop the number 77 in the comments to align your energy with this portal. Like the video, subscribe for more downloads like this, and let the universe see you showing up. You weren't sent here to miss your moment. You were sent to move. And in the next part of this video, we're going to unpack exactly how this energy is going to show up in your thoughts, your conversations, your decisions, and how to use it to unlock the very plan your higher self's been holding for you all along. What I'll reveal next might explain the strange patterns you've been feeling for weeks. Let's go deeper. Number 1. What's happening right now? Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Right now, there's a rare and powerful conversation happening in the sky. And it's not just noise, it's a conjunction. Mercury and Jupiter are sitting directly on top of each other in the sign of Gemini. That may sound like astrological jargon, but what it really means is this. Your brain just got a cosmic upgrade. Your thinking, your speaking, your planning, your problem solving, it's all being amplified right now. Let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense. Mercury is the planet that rules your mind, your thoughts, your words, the way you learn, how you speak, how you listen, and how you process information. It's like the operating system of your mental world, quick, sharp, and precise. Mercury likes facts. It likes clarity. It likes to move fast and communicate smart. Now enter Jupiter, the planet of growth, expansion, wisdom, and vision. Jupiter doesn't deal in the small stuff. It wants meaning. It wants big picture thinking. It zooms out. It wants you to look beyond the next 5 minutes and ask, what's the long-term game here? But Jupiter also has a trickster side. It expands everything. That means if you're aligned with clarity, it'll amplify your genius. But if you're lost in overthinking or fear, it can blow that up too. And where is this all happening? In Gemini, Mercury's home sign. Gemini is sharp, witty, curious, endlessly connected. It rules ideas, communication, networking, and mental stimulation. This is not an emotional sign. It's intellectual, fast-moving, adaptable. It wants to know everything. And today, with both Mercury and Jupiter in Gemini, your mind is not only in its zone, it's electrified. So what does this mean for you right now? It means your thoughts are moving faster, your mental downloads are stronger, conversations might feel more charged, insights may come out of nowhere. That nagging idea you've been wrestling with for weeks, today it might finally click. It's like someone turned on the high beams in your brain. But here's the thing, too much light can blind you. Just like staring at the sun, clarity without grounding can burn. Too much speed without direction can lead to mental chaos. You might be asking, why do I feel so mentally scattered today? Why are my ideas coming in rapid fire? Why do I feel wired, even if I haven't had caffeine? That's this conjunction. Your system is trying to process more mental energy than usual. Your thoughts aren't broken, they're being tested. Imagine your brain is like a high-performance race car. On a normal day, it cruises along, shifting through lanes and traffic with ease. But today, someone just dropped you on the autobahn and removed the speed limit. You can accelerate faster than ever, but only if you stay in control of the wheel. That's why grounding is key. If you're writing, journaling, speaking truth, or brainstorming something with vision and structure, this energy will fuel you. But if you're doom-scrolling, gossiping, or spiraling into fear-based thinking, it will overwhelm you. Because Jupiter doesn't choose what to expand, it just expands whatever it touches. Today, you choose what it touches. You might have sudden aha moments, or receive the exact message you needed to hear. That's Mercury-Jupiter delivering divine insight. But it's not just about ideas, it's about integration. What will you do with what you now see? And don't forget, this energy isn't just for the enlightened, it's for the ready. Not everyone will access it fully, but those who do, those who can hold the intensity, will walk away from this portal with visions, plans, and clarity that years of thinking couldn't provide. So if your thoughts feel louder today, it's not a glitch, it's a gift. And how you use it, that's the real test. Number 2, the good side of this energy. Let's talk about the good side of this energy, the part no one wants to miss. Because what's happening right now isn't just mental noise, it's mental gold. This is a day when the universe speaks through your thoughts. A day when your mind isn't just thinking, it's receiving. You may notice sudden clarity. A thought might flash across your mind like lightning, and you'll wonder, where did that come from? That's what we call a download. It's not something you figure out. It's something that drops into you when you're still enough to catch it. And today, those downloads could be life-changing. You could solve a problem that's haunted you for months. One idea could bring together all the fragments that never made sense. A plan you've been delaying may suddenly feel urgent and crystal clear. And that's not coincidence. That's the Jupiter-Mercury portal unlocking your mental grid. This is the day when divine intelligence comes disguised as your own thought. But it's not just random brilliance. It's targeted. It's timed. It's what you're ready for. The universe doesn't waste revelation on the unprepared. And if it's coming through now, it's because your spirit is ready to carry it forward. You may also notice conversations hit differently today. A message arrives. A long-awaited talk clears the fog. Misunderstandings dissolve. The right words fall into place. That's because Mercury rules communication, and when amplified by Jupiter, those words stretch further. They land deeper. You're not just talking today, you're transmitting clarity. Now, maybe you're wondering, what if I don't get any big ideas? What if nothing downloads into me today? That's okay. This energy works in layers. Some people receive the full blueprint in one sitting. Others get one sentence, one nudge, one moment of peace. And that's enough to shift everything. Don't chase it. Just be open. Think of your mind like a garden. Today the soil is rich, the air is warm, Jupiter is the rain, Mercury is the seed. If you sit down with intention, journal, reflect, speak from your heart, you will plant something that grows. And this is the difference between those who catch genius and those who scroll past it. Wiser ones don't waste this energy. They sit with it. They get quiet. They write. They brainstorm. They launch. They say, let's move. And if you're still watching this, then you are one of them. You didn't land here to be entertained. You were sent here because you have something to unlock. Your mind is capable of brilliance today. The kind of clarity that can rewrite your story, not years from now, but today. So slow down. Pay attention, speak truth, follow the thought that keeps tugging at your gut. Because this isn't a normal mental day, this is a cosmic green light. And some doors, they only open once. Number 3, the danger side, overthinking, ego, and scattered thought. Now let's talk about the side of this portal no one likes to admit. But too many people fall into the danger zone. Yes, today is powerful. Yes, it's filled with genius energy, but with that kind of mental power also comes a real risk. Overload. And if you're not grounded, if you're not aware, you won't channel this energy. You'll get swallowed by it. This is not the kind of energy you want to take lightly, because while it can spark brilliant ideas, it can just as easily light the fuse of chaos. Jupiter expands everything, and Mercury, it's your thoughts, your voice, your need to express. Put them together on a day like this, and suddenly your brain is moving faster than your soul can keep up with. You might notice you're thinking about 5 things at once but can't finish a single one. That you're jumping from idea to idea like a stone skipping across a lake. Nothing lands, nothing sticks. And that's when the spiral begins. Why can't I focus? Why do I feel anxious? Why does my brain feel like static? It's not because you're broken. It's because you're overwhelmed. Think of your mind today like a high-performance sports car. It's sleek, it's fast, it's precise. But take off the steering wheel. That power becomes dangerous. You don't need more horsepower, you need control. And if you don't have a clear destination today, you'll just burn fuel, wear yourself out, and end up exactly where you started, mentally exhausted and emotionally scattered. There's another danger here too, your voice. Jupiter and Mercury together magnify not just thoughts, but words. Which means what you say today carries extra weight, whether you mean it or not. This is not the day to make promises you can't keep. It's not the day to send angry texts, jump to conclusions, or overshare something sacred out of impulse. You might feel the urge to talk a lot today, to explain, to argue, to vent, to pitch, to say things you haven't thought all the way through. But pause. Ask yourself, is this from clarity or is it just pressure? Because not every thought needs to be spoken, not every emotion needs to be broadcast, and not every idea is a green light. Another trap? Exaggeration. Jupiter loves to expand, to inflate. It's the storyteller of the zodiac. But in Gemini, it can sometimes stretch the truth, just enough to mislead you. That can show up as over-promising in business, or blowing a minor issue way out of proportion in your personal life. And once those words leave your mouth, you can't take them back. So how do you avoid the crash? You anchor yourself, write things down before saying them out loud. Breathe, touch the ground, ask, does this idea still feel right tomorrow? Let your thoughts settle like dust in a shaken-up room, because when they do, you'll see what was real and what was just noise. This is not the day to rush. It's the day to refine, to focus, to use your mind as a tool, not a trap. And if you can master that, then this energy won't scatter you, it'll sharpen you. Number 4, what to do with this energy, practical and spiritual guidance. So now that you know what's happening and what could go wrong, the real question is, what should you do with this energy? Because this isn't just about information. This is a call to action. Not the loud kind, not the run around and do everything at once kind, but the deep, intentional kind that changes your direction from the inside out. First, write things down. Not every idea you get today is meant to be acted on immediately. Some are seeds, some are signals, and some are just noise, but you won't know the difference unless you slow down and capture them. Think of your mind like a thunderstorm right now, lightning flashing everywhere. You don't try to chase the lightning. You stand still and let it strike where it needs to. Then you mark the spot. This is a download day. That means the answers are not out there for you to go chase. They're trying to come to you. But they only arrive when you're still enough to hear them. That's why talking less and observing more is one of the most powerful things you can do today. You don't have to fill the space with noise. Let the silence speak. Let the truth rise. You may feel a strong push to say everything you're thinking, or to jump on a new idea, or to confront someone because the energy feels intense. And yes, it does feel intense. But just because something feels urgent doesn't mean it's true. Take a breath. Walk away from the screen, sit in nature, touch the earth, journal with no filter. Let the energy move through you before you try to move with it. This is a day to receive more than react, to listen more than speak, to map, not sprint. You don't need to solve everything in one conversation or 1 hour. You need to let your inner compass recalibrate. This Mercury-Jupiter conjunction is here to expand your vision, not your anxiety. You might be wondering, but what if I don't feel inspired? What if I feel more chaos than clarity? That's okay. This isn't destruction, it's divine stimulation. Your system is being upgraded. Your thoughts are being restructured. The old operating system is being challenged. That's why it feels strange. It's unfamiliar because it's new. Think of it like this. When you update your phone's software, it runs slow for a few moments. It glitches. It needs to reboot. But once it does, it runs better than before. That's what your spirit is doing right now. So don't panic if you're not having breakthrough thoughts or perfect clarity. Just stay present. Ground yourself. Anchor into the moment. Walk, breathe, observe, and trust this. If you create space, the truth will come. The universe is not against you. It's not trying to overwhelm you. It's offering you an upgrade. All you have to do is receive it properly. Number 5, why you might feel restless, emotional, or pulled in opposite directions. You may be wondering why, on a day filled with so much cosmic power, you're feeling so restless, why your thoughts are bouncing from one thing to another. Why one moment you're inspired and ready to take over the world, and the next you're drained, second-guessing everything. You're not broken, you're just sitting inside the duality of Gemini. Gemini is a sign of twins, two minds, two voices, two truths, and when Mercury and Jupiter light up this energy, you can feel like you're being split between two timelines, two choices, two paths, two versions of who you could be. One part of you wants to leap forward, start the project, send the message, make the move. The other part is scared. It wants to retreat, stay safe, avoid the risk. That's the tug of war between your spirit and your ego. Your spirit is trying to grow. It wants to evolve, expand, become. But your ego, it just wants comfort, familiarity, the known. Even if the known is painful, even if it's outdated, the ego would rather stay there than step into the unknown. And that tension, that emotional static, that's what you're feeling right now. Gemini energy moves fast. It's like flipping channels constantly on a remote. You land on something that feels good, and then click. It changes. And when Jupiter expands that, it's like trying to read 10 books at once and somehow absorb every word. It's not that you're scattered, it's that your system is overloaded with possibility. This is why you may be feeling emotional or indecisive today. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you're standing at an inner crossroads. And portals like this don't open to make things easy. They open to make things real. You may be asking, how do I know what path is right? What if I make the wrong move? The answer isn't in rushing forward, it's in creating space. Portals like this aren't sent to confuse you. They're sent to separate truth from noise. And that only happens when you slow down enough to feel which voice inside is driven by fear and which one is driven by alignment. Think of it like sitting in a crowded room where everyone is talking. It's loud. You hear opinions, noise, pressure. But somewhere in that room, your higher self is speaking too, whispering, calm, clear. You won't hear it by shouting over the crowd. You hear it when you listen. So if you feel emotionally torn today, breathe. You don't have to choose everything right now. You just have to get still enough to notice which part of you is leading the conversation. Are you moving out of panic or presence? Don't let the noise of the mind drown out the wisdom of the soul. Let today be the day you choose clarity over chaos, not because it's easy, but because you're ready. Number 6, the secret that was promised. Why this energy is a mirror. Here it is, the part we promised you from the very beginning. The truth most people never hear. You've been told this portal is about downloads, ideas, and breakthroughs. And it is, but that's only one side of it. Because the real power of this moment isn't just in what it gives you, it's in what it reveals about you. This energy is a mirror, a high-definition reflection of your mental state. It's not here to hand you all the answers. It's here to show you who you are when you don't have them yet. When the mind is under pressure, patterns rise. Some spiral, others sharpen. Some jump to conclusions, others get curious. This portal will show you which one you are, not to shame you, but to train you. You might ask, but why would the universe show me confusion when I'm asking for clarity? Because the confusion isn't the problem, it's the teacher. Confusion shows you how you handle not knowing. Do you panic, freeze, lash out? Or do you get still, listen deeper, and trust what rises? This is a test of your mental maturity. Not in terms of intelligence, but in your capacity to stay centered while the world speeds up around you. Think of it like being handed a compass, but no map. Anyone can follow clear directions. But what happens when you're given a powerful tool and no instructions? That's where your real instincts show up. And that's what today is doing. It's putting the compass in your hand and asking, will you trust your inner sense of direction, or will you start chasing every distraction around you? This moment reveals the difference between the one who reacts and the one who responds, between the one who needs answers fast and the one who allows clarity to rise slow, between the one who fears not knowing and the one who grows through it. You might feel like your thoughts are bouncing all over the place, like the volume in your head has been turned all the way up. That's not a breakdown. That's feedback. That's the mirror showing you where your mind still needs space, strength, and silence. This is where transformation begins, not by being perfect, but by becoming aware. Because once you see your own mental patterns clearly, you stop being a victim of them. You stop spiraling when you don't get immediate clarity. You stop blaming the energy. You realize the portal isn't here to fix you. It's here to reflect you, so you can upgrade yourself. And that's what makes this moment sacred. It's not just a cosmic gift, it's a training ground. And if you can stay present in the pressure, you won't just walk through the portal, you'll rise through it. Number 7, the power of your voice today. Use it wisely. Today's energy isn't just buzzing in your thoughts, it's vibrating through your voice. What you say right now isn't just being heard, it's being magnified. Mercury rules your voice. Jupiter takes that voice and turns up the volume. And Gemini spreads it like wildfire, fast, wide, and far-reaching. So here's the question you need to ask yourself today. What exactly are you speaking into the world right now? Because your words aren't whispers anymore. They're energetic announcements. They're echoes that will travel farther than you think. One sentence today could open a door or shut it forever. Words build, words burn, words bless, and words curse. And when Mercury and Jupiter collide in Gemini, every word holds power. This isn't the day to joke carelessly, vent recklessly, or gossip as a distraction. That energy will multiply. And once it's out there, it's out there. Imagine your voice today like a wand, and every sentence is a spell. Every "I can't" weakens your field. Every "I am ready" strengthens it. Every complaint writes a contract. Every truth sets you free. So choose your words with care. Because the universe is listening, not to what you say once in desperation, but to what you repeat with certainty. You might wonder, what if I don't know what to say? What if I feel the pressure to speak, but nothing feels right? That's the portal pausing you on purpose. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say today is nothing. Silence isn't weakness, it's precision. It's the ability to wait until your words carry alignment, not just emotion. But when the right words do come, don't hold them back. Share your ideas, speak your vision, say what you've been afraid to say, but only if it's coming from clarity, not chaos. Don't shout into the storm. Wait until your voice can cut through it like lightning. You may also notice that people are responding to your words more strongly than usual today. A compliment lands deeper. A truth stings sharper. A message hits harder. That's because Jupiter is expanding everything your voice touches. So don't waste that influence on small talk or drama. Use it to uplift, to inspire, to initiate change. Here's your truth. Your ideas matter. Your voice isn't just communication, it's creation. Speak like your words are building the next version of your life, because they are. And if you've been waiting for the perfect moment to say what's in your heart, this is it. Today, the frequency is listening. Make it count. And now, as we reach the end of this portal message, remember this. Today was never about pressure. It was about potential. You weren't just meant to think differently, you were meant to speak, act, and rise differently. Mercury and Jupiter won't wait, so don't either. If this video woke something up in you, don't let it fade. Like this video, subscribe for more cosmic guidance, and comment the number 77 below to claim the clarity this portal was meant to deliver. You're not late, you're right on time. And the next chapter? It begins with what you choose today.